Hello, it's Dimaviu, so I decided to play elevator games. Enjoy watching it. I must say right away that the choice is very huge, but I will choose only a few places. Let's go. The first game is called the Crazy Elevator. This place's remake of the normal elevator. The normal elevator is classic, so I want to see what the crazy elevator is. I was spawned. The lobby is simple, with some decorative doors. Then I entered the elevator and I saw dancing banana and evil duck that scared me. When the elevator arrived on the new floor, I was just killed, leaving no chance. This floor was flood escape. I returned to the elevator and waited for the elevator doors to close and we would go to the next floor. The next floor turned out to be a bowling alley. Only a player was used instead of a ball. He immediately made a strike, which is why I am very jealous of him. Then I waited for the end of this floor. The next floor was a giant forest with giant grass that was glowing for some reason. I thought that the peculiarity of this floor was the radioactive grass, but then a bug got out on me, completely scaring me. He had no malicious intent, and just looked at the players. But suddenly the door closed and decapitated the bug. I was very sorry for his fate. Then I waited a long time for the next floor, waiting for at least something. The next floor was a room with paint, boxes and a sign. But suddenly the elevator floor just collapsed and the players started falling. I began to be very afraid, but in the end I was teleported into a real elevator with repaired floors. I decided that I had enough and I quit this game. The second game was the obstacle course elevator. And yes, that's right, not obby, but the obstacle course. I appeared in a typical lobby. I immediately noticed a text saying that the game was still in beta, which I didn't care about. I got into the elevator and wanted to go through an obstacle course called the factory, but I didn't make it. The next floor was a rainbow-themed obstacle course, and in the beginning I even passed well until I died a stupid death. Because of this, I lost time and did not get to the end. The third floor was a glass bridge from the Squid Game. I got there a couple of times, but in the end I reached the finish line. I decided that I had had enough of these obstacle courses and quit the game. The last game was Fear Elevator. I appeared in a room with an elevator and a piece of paper with the inscription, "You are such a noob," but I was too stupid to finish reading it. I got into the elevator and immediately noticed a piece of paper that had somehow been pressed into the bricks. Suddenly, the elevator doors opened, and the players and I found ourselves in a SCP visit with SCP-096. I immediately decided to look at the monster, as I had no doubt about the stupidity of its AI. After looking at him, he immediately began to get angry at me and yell. I hid behind the wall to watch him. Suddenly he started running at me and killed me through the wall. Still, the AI turned out to be smarter than me. The next floor was a dog sitting at a table and eating cereal for breakfast. Suddenly, the ceiling began to fall on us, but at the right moment he stopped it. The door closed and I waited for the next floor. The next floor was the attic, where the TV was gathering dust. Suddenly a goat appeared on the screen, and I immediately recognized my neighbor, and my neighbor was also a goat. Suddenly, a girl appeared from the screen and started killing everyone indiscriminately. I recognized her as my neighbor's daughter. I decided to hide on the shelves to blend in with the interior, which I successfully did. Then she disappeared and we were back in the elevator. There was an amusement park on the next floor, which was supposed to scare the players, but the amusement park in the city next to me is much scarier and more dangerous. I started collecting coins, but suddenly I was attacked by a clown. I decided to buy a speed coil and teach it a lesson. I successfully mocked him, and the door closed. The next floor turned out to be a forest, which turned out to be guess who, guys, and it turns out to be our best friend Lilichid. I dodged his attacks very easily, but then I got tired of playing. And that's where the video ends. Like and subscribe to my channel and the DrePlays 12 channel. The link to his channel will be in the description. Bye, everyone.